going on, guys? Hold on, let's do it this way. What's going on, guys? My name is Ilya Kos. I'm a real estate entrepreneur and investor, and today I want to talk to you about going full-time in real estate. Now, most of you guys, because that's what it really is most of us were part-time investors, because the business is making you 20 grand every 2-3 months, and you're like, yo, this is amazing. I got extra 20, 40, 50 grand coming in every 2-3 months. It is amazing, and I've done it. And I worked a full-time job, but in order for me to scale up, I had to work part-time in wholesaling, and eventually work like full-time in wholesaling while working a full-time career for the police department, NYPD. And man, was that not easy. I was literally working 2 jobs. I was working from 7 in the morning till 3:30 in the afternoon for the police department. I would get to the office at 4 o'clock, and I would do 4 to 11s every day, including Saturday and Sunday. Eventually my wife's like, yo, you got to slow the heck down. You just need to give us at least one day. And I did. And I gave them Sunday. And eventually I was crashing because I was working so much. And I was like, all right, cool. I'll just do half days. On Saturdays I was getting out by, because I was just off on Saturdays, I would just get out at 3 o'clock. So overworking is never good, you know, and it's all about, like, believe me, I'm a hustler. I am the ultimate hustler, and my mentality was work every day and outwork everybody, and that's great. But you should still have some days off, time off. You need that. Your body needs to rest. You need to have at least one day off where you just completely disconnect from your business, right? Leads come in, of course, emails come in, all this stuff comes in, but your health is more important. You could have $20 million in your bank account, but if you're sick with an illness that does not get cured by money, what was it for? What was it for, right? They're saying, like, there's a wise man who said people work for money all their life, and when they get sick, they use that money, because they work so much, to heal their illness. So it doesn't make sense for you guys to overwork. You gotta enjoy life. You gotta live your life. But you have to put in the hours when it's necessary. You could work for 7 hours a day or 8 hours a day. You could work for 5 hours a day. Just make sure you're very, very productive. What helped is time blocking and structuring your day. Because a lot of times you're like, oh, I got like 30 emails. Right now I probably have like 190 emails. And I didn't want to even waste my time to erase the unimportant emails. My good friend Carlos Reyes, he probably has like 1,000 text messages that he still didn't even open, because he doesn't want to waste his time and open text messages on people or messages that are not important. He'll answer people who are important, or he thinks they're important. Like if I text him now, he'll text me back. But you have to prioritize, and you have to be like block your time. You have to blocks and block from those vampires, because you're gonna get phone calls, you're gonna get text messages, you're gonna get hit up on social media, the IG, people saying like, yo, what's up, talk to me. Protect yourself, protect your time, especially if you're only doing this on a part-time basis. Your time is valuable. People are gonna see your success. They're gonna want to get a piece of it. Make sure that if you ever decide to go full-time, you're in a position where it makes sense. When I went full-time, actually, I was in a position where it made sense to everybody else except for me, that I had $125,000 coming in that month in closed deals, and I made $125,000 in a year. And people are like, what do you mean you still have a full-time job? Like, why don't you quit? And I was like, no, I will eventually in like another 6 months. And they're like, yeah, but dude, you have 125 grand. Like, if you could dedicate more time to your business will actually grow exponentially. And I'm like, you think so? Like, yeah, dude. My man Tang, if you guys know him, Dallas Fort Worth, his partner Eric, and of course Donovan Ruffin, they're just like, dude, are you crazy? Like, you're making 120 grand a year, and this month alone you have 120K coming in closed deals. And I had a bunch of money saved up at that point, and because they shined the light upon me. I was like, man, these guys are right. And guess what happened? Because I did quit right there and then, my business exploded. Because I was able to dedicate extra time and commit to it. It did blow up. But it's because I was patient, because I had the right structure. I didn't quit. Some people like message me like, Ilya, you think I should quit my full-time job? I'm in law enforcement, I'm in fire department. Do you think I should quit? I was like, absolutely not. Like, if you're only doing this like 2-3 hours a day and you're still making money, that's great, man. The markets I was in was very competitive. I had to dedicate a lot of time. I was spending a lot of money in marketing. I just needed the money back, so that's why I was putting 8 hours in each business. Well, the police department for 8 hours, and 8 hours for the real estate. If you're able to keep your full-time job, do it. Like, my full-time job paid for majority of my stuff, right? My lifestyle. You paid for my cars, my insurance, my food, my gas, electric, right? Part of my rent. But then I have rental properties that paid for even the other part of my rent. It was just like, it was great. So don't rush too much, too fast to quit your full-time job. Like, it's awesome, right? I'm a living example of it. I was a cop. I was in the fucking South Bronx, the police officer. Like, just dealing with the most sickest shit you guys can't even imagine. People dying, people getting rocked out, finding their husbands dead for a week. Like, it was just horrible things. Like, I can't even go into details. I shouldn't go into details because nobody has to experience that. But it's awesome. It's awesome to get quit, but just be patient. Be patient. Everybody wants to be like, oh, I'm a full-time real estate investor, and it is a cool thing. It is cool. Like, I feel amazing saying that I was able to build a business that got me this far, where I was able to quit, not work for anybody, make up my own rules. Like, look today. Today is Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. Most businesses are going back to work. I said, no, we're work half day on Thanksgiving because dinner's not till 4 or 5 o'clock anyways, and we'll take off Friday. And this week we're off Saturday, Sunday, so we get a 3-day swing, a 3-day off. So that's what I did because I'm the boss, and it feels amazing. But it took a lot of time and years to get to that position. And most people, what I see is they rush to get into that success. They rush into to get that say, like, yeah, I'm a full-time real estate investor. It's not bad to have a full-time job and then do this on the side. Imagine if you're able to do let's say 3 to 4 deals and you make 20 grand, 20, 40, 60, 80, you made extra 80 grand a year, plus you have a job that's making you 80, you just made 160 grand. That's amazing. That's great, because majority of the people in the country, like, they make like 40 grand, 30 to 40 grand a year. That's the national average for income. So if you're able to make 160 grand and you have a full-time job, as long as you don't mind it and you enjoy it, that's fine. There's nothing wrong for keeping it. For me, man, was I stressed out in the police department. It was just stressful to work full-time, and it was affecting my family. And I was in the position where those guys convinced me, and they told me, and they laid out the facts, and I said, boys, you were right. I am quitting. Let me call my lieutenant. But that's pretty much it, man. That's really a big point that I have to cover with most people who want to jump all into real estate investing right away. Patience. Wait. Make sure you're in a financial position. Make sure you have enough money. Let's say you get no deals for 2, 3, 4 months. You make sure you have enough money in the bank where you can cover your livable expenses, right? And pay yourself. So if your job paid you 3 grand a month, make sure you have enough 3 grand, 3, 6, 9 for 3 months, so you could still survive and live. Do the math and just check out how much does it cost you a month to live. Of course, you 3 grand a month, 4 grand, 5, 10. Pay yourself. Make sure you have money set aside. You know, money set aside for your business, for marketing, and all that stuff. Then you quit. At that point, I already had like 90 grand in the bank, and they said, you know what? They're right. What can go wrong? Like, I have 120 coming in for the business, and I have 90 grand in the bank. I paid a bunch of debt off too with my credit cards and everything else. That helped me expedite. So I didn't have 90 grand. I probably had like 40, 50, but that was a big move, because you know most of full-time employees, they have $1,000 at most saved up because they're stuck in the rat race. Most of the people are literally working their job, paying off their credit cards, paying off their bills, and then they have to do it all over and over and over again. At that point, 40 grand, I was like, man, I actually have cash saved up. That's great. So I want to see you guys win. I really do. I hope everything goes well with this country, with the world that we're living in right now, with all this craziness that's happening here. I know they're gonna do the electoral recount and elections and this and that, and I hope business goes well for you guys in January. And if it does, that's amazing, right? I want to be part of your journey. Just keep in touch with me, and just be safe, be close to God, because believe it or not, most successful business owners are close to God, because man, God is king. At the end of the day, you have to thank the man upstairs, right? And that's just good. It's good karma. It's good thing. It's great to be close to God. It's great to follow God's law. I want to see you guys win. Love you.